my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Today's video, I just wanted to do kind of a behind the scenes of prepping for our market. We have a market this weekend and it's a central checkout market, so I don't actually have to be there because I'm just going to be sending my products out and people can shop and they will have a main checkout location there. That's nice because I don't have to be there in person. However, it does mean that they take a little bit of my commission, so we'll see if we like it or not. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of markets work best for my business, so I figure why not dip a toe into a bunch of different areas and see what sticks. So there are quite a few things that I'm still wanting to prep before we leave tonight. This morning I went over and grabbed a table from my mom. I really need to buy one, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I always borrow from her when we have markets. Then I do have some tasks that I have to do regarding the labeling, the pricing, the signs, that kind of stuff. I also had a fun idea for this market of doing mystery boxes, so I'm gonna pack some of those up and I'll explain a little bit more later in the video. I actually think that prepping for markets are pretty fun. It's one of my favorite things that I get to do. I think it's just really fun to be able to pack away all of your products and signage and things like that and then see how it looks when you set up. It just is very gratifying because every little part of your setup you've spent time doing. Also, I want to mention that I'm having my new fall scents come out so soon and I'm so excited, and for this market I'm actually going to have them ready for people to be able to buy, so I'm really excited. However, there are a few scents that I hadn't quite burned yet, so I've just been burning them this morning to make sure that they have a good cold throw and hot throw, which basically means it smells good when it's cold, it smells good when it's hot. So yeah, that means that they'll be ready to sell for today's market. I'm so excited and I hope you guys have fun watching this video. Okay, first things first, my candle room needs a little tidy pickup because I had some different boxes come in, yada yada yada. There's just a little bit of clutter and I don't like to work when there's any kind of clutter. So let's take a minute or two to clean this up. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is cut out all the pricing. Again, because it's central checkout and I won't be there, each of your candles has to be labeled with the pricing. So you have like a little code, so I just picked Honey June and then you just put the price. That's for the wax melts. These are for the candles. It's not very hard to do. It just is a little time consuming. So I'm just gonna spend some time cutting those out and then I have to attach them to the candles that I'm bringing to the market. Okay, I bought a few things online the other day just to kind of help elevate my brand. So let's unbox them together. Okay, so at my previous markets, I've had these little 5x7 signs that basically just have information, pricing, those kinds of things. But I have found that over the last couple markets, sometimes people just skip right over them or don't even notice. So I upgraded from this size to this size. So this is the size of a picture and this is the size of just like a piece of paper. So I printed out some new signage yesterday just on the printer and we're gonna put it together right now. Okay, so here's the before and after. Yeah, that's way better. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I just think it's really good. The lighting's not great, so you can't tell as well, but everything is just like so much more easy to read and it just kind of pops out at you a lot more. Again, these were great. These are just better. That is one thing I've kind of had to work through while creating a small business, is just being okay with things not being 100% perfect all the time. I always heard the phrase done is better than perfect, but in my head I was like, no, it has to be perfect. But it really is just do the best that you can. And as time goes on, then you can start upgrading and making things better and figuring out what works and what doesn't. And that's kind of what these signs are for me, is the signs that I got before. I put time and effort into them. I liked how they looked, but I always knew that I wanted to upgrade them in the future. And now here we are a couple months later and I've done that. So it's just really exciting and fun. And I'm really excited to see how the new table looks with them. It was also really important for me to change out the signs for this market because since it is a central checkout market and I won't be there, I thought it was really important to highlight the main aspects of my brand because I won't be able to tell people about it. So I really wanted to highlight that it's 100% soy wax, that it's clean burning, that there's no carcinogens, mutagens, acute toxins, things like that. And I also wanted to highlight the fact that they're all handmade by myself, so they're hand poured, hand labeled, hand designed, etc., etc. So that's another big reason why I really wanted people to read the signs, is because I won't be able to tell people things. So I need to like put it right in front of their face so they know this is what the business is about. All right, I wanted to show you the next thing that I got, and I'm so excited for this, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. So you may be thinking, what's so special about a couple boxes that you got? But I really want to show you. So Honey June Co. is officially doing blind boxes with mystery candles in them. I'm so excited. I think this is so fun. And I know people love opening like Labubus and Sunny Angels and things like that. I thought it could be fun for candles because I mean, I just think it's fun to not know what you're getting. And as you can see, I have so many different scents and things behind me. So I think it'll be so cool to pack some of these up and see how they do at the market. Okay, I took a break for lunch, but now I'm back and I'm gonna start packing up everything that we need to take right here. I haven't labeled the candles yet, so I'm just gonna try to pack up everything else besides that. So this is most of the stuff I'm bringing besides the candles. We honestly don't have as much to bring today because I don't need to bring things like packaging stuff for when people buy it or our money box, things like that. So this just has like the tablecloths, the linens. That has extras like scissors, tape, things we need. Obviously the thank you cards and care cards. That's our banner back there. Signing that you saw me do, and the blind boxes. So the only thing I have left to do really is label the wax melts and the candles, and that shouldn't be too bad. It's more of just like a time-consuming thing. I believe the majority of these already have the different labels on them, but I'm just gonna check all of them just in case. packing up the car right now. We actually forgot the risers, but luckily remembered when we were just down the street. So went back and grabbed those, but we're just gonna drive to Linden now. We have all of our stuff packed up, ready to go, and it should be a pretty easy drive. So I'll update you when we get there. So that concludes the end of our market this weekend. It's really late on Saturday night. It's about 9:45. It's kind of late to be packing up from a market, but that's just the time that they had. So it was cool to see what people liked and didn't like. We actually ended up selling one of our new fall candles, which was so fun and exciting. But I'm happy with how the market went, and I'm happy you guys are here watching this video. And I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.